Yo, this is a poetry video. So, fuck. This guy right here, Silverstein, man. Or Shel Silverstein. I don't know. I always thought for some reason, that L was an I. So I always thought it was shy. Or maybe it's pronounced shy. Or maybe it's Shel. I don't know. Shel Silverstein, man. A light in the attic. Yeah, this, whenever we had to do book reports in elementary school, I always chose poetry books because they were short, but like I also loved the poems. So this 20th year special edition, with 12 new poems, comes with the hard copy with a little signature on it. Back is blank. But yeah, this guy, man, I have like over 200 poems that I've written myself, and a lot of the inspiration really has to go to this guy. And yeah, A Light in the Attic, man. This was one of the OGs that really kind of taught me what poetry even was, as well as Where the Sidewalk Ends and Falling Up. I wasn't sure which one I should fucking start with. I want to read all of these too, guys. So I'll just do it in parts, I guess. But the inside cover, right here. So, last night, while I lay thinking here, some what-ifs crawled inside my ear, and pranced and partied all night long, and sang their same old what-if song. What if I flunk that test? What if green hair grows on my chest? What if nobody likes me? What if a bolt of lightning strikes me? Here, in the attic of Shel Silverstein, you will find Backward Bill, Sourface Ann, and Mihu with an exactly what. And with the polar bear and the Frigidaire, you will talk about the broiled face, and you will find out what happens when someone steals your knees. You get caught by the quick digesting gink, a mountain of snores, and they put on a brassiere on the camel. What the fuck does that even mean? I was like in elementary school, dude, when I was reading this shit. What the fuck? So, alright. So that's the first page. Second page was blank. This one, A Light in the Attic. That's me right there, holding the book. As a little elementary school delinquent. God, do you ever just... Do you ever just smell books? Do you ever just fucking smell books, man? The family of Shel Silverstein is pleased to share 12 new poems and drawings selected from the Silverstein archives. Many thanks to our editor, Antonia Marquiet, the entire Harper team, and our dedicated archive staff for their invaluable assistance. Dedicated to Shanna. I should probably just take off the the paperback cover at this point. Anyway. A Light in the Attic. There's a light on in the attic. Though the house is dark and shuttered, I can see a flicker and flutter, and I know what it's about. There's a light on in the attic, and I can see it from the outside, and I know you're on the inside looking out. Yeah, I'm gonna take off the cover. I don't want to damage it. How many? How much? Followed by moon catching net. How many? How much? How many slams in an old screen door depends on how loud you shut it. How many slices in a bread depends how thin you cut it. How much good inside a day depends on how good you live 'em. How much love inside a friend depends how much you give 'em. Moon catching net. I've made me a moon catching net, and I'm going hunting tonight. I'll run along swinging it all over my head and grab for that big ball of light. So tomorrow, just look at the sky, and if there's no moon, you can bet I found what I sought, and I finally caught the moon in my moon-catching net. But if the moon's still shining there, look close underneath you, and you'll get a clear look at me in the sky swinging free with a star in my moon-catching net. I always said this word hammock, and I got so mad when everybody would correct me and be like, no, it's hammock. Anyway, hammock. Grandma sent the hammock. The good Lord sent the breeze. I'm here to do the swinging, but now who's going to move the trees? And again, if you don't get it, there's no other tree for the hammock. Hammock. How not to have dry dishes. If you have to dry the dishes, such an awful boring chore. If you have to dry the dishes instead of going to the store, if you have to dry the dishes and you drop one on the floor, maybe they won't let you dry the dishes anymore. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I remember this one moment when I was growing up. And we helped out like a lot of people when I was growing up. Like a lot of people. Like I think I had like 20 roommates before I was even like 12, dude. And there was this one lady, and she was here for a while, like a good while. Like she was a big part of my life. But I remember because she was always so cool, right? Like, oh yeah, like yeah, I'm the girlfriend, you know. I'm not the like your dad, like I'm not your mom, even though she wanted to be. We all wanted her to be. Kind of, I guess, in a way. Even though that, like, she was cool. She was clutch, right? And I remember telling her one day, do you know, like, when I'm putting away the silverware, I throw some on the floor, that way it gets dirty and I have to put it back in again. Bro, no shit. She fucking told on me fast as fuck. And I got busted. And yeah, so it's like, oh, that's why we're running the fucking dishwasher so much. Fucking relevant. Stop, thief. You fucking... you water burglar. RJ. Funny. Stop, thief. Policeman, help me please. Someone went and stole my knees. I chase him down, but I suspect my feet and legs just won't connect. Man, and I've written so many poems that are so long. This entire book is like, there's so many poems that are just like one paragraph. And I've never felt like a paragraph was worth posting. Like, I should say, worth editing or publishing, I guess. The sitter. Mrs. McTwitter, the babysitter. I think she's a little bit crazy. So she thinks she's a babysitter. Wait, no, I just fucked that up. The sitter. Mrs. McTwitter, the babysitter. I think she's a little bit crazy. She thinks a babysitter's supposed to sit on the baby. Prayer of the selfish child. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. And if I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my toys to break, so none of the other kids can use them. Amen. I mean, I guess it's the graphics. They did it for him. I mean, yeah, like, fuck. What do you put in a poetry book? What do you put in a poetry book? Do you draw pictures for every single thing? Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Is that a carrot and a pen and a candle and a teapot and a piece of paper? I don't know. But there's only a paragraph for it. What did the carrot say to the wheat? Lettuce, rest. I'm feeling beat. What did the paper say to the pen? I feel quite all right, my friend. What did the teapot say to the chalk? Nothing, silly. Teapots can't talk. And then there's just like a whole page where there's just like nothing. And then again, like, dude, oh my God, I need to write my second poetry book. I get it now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's 28 letters on this whole fucking thing. 28 words. 28 words. On these 2 pages, bro. And I'm thinking I gotta write at least 4 paragraphs, otherwise the poem's fucking not worth it. Jesus fuck, man. Wow. I'm gonna start posting more poetry. Because maybe I'm actually writing lit shit. Signals. When the light is green, you go. When the light is red, you stop. But what do you do when the light turns blue with orange and lavender spots? I wrote a poem about streetlights. Had to be at least 16 bars long. Why? I thought it had to be 16 bars long. Apparently fucking not. Apparently you could just do this. Signals. My poems look like this. All of my poems look like this. Fuck me if I wrote something like that. But like the fact that I could do that even shorter and waste a whole nother page. This is essentially blank, dude. There's no words on that. There's 28 words on that page. What the fuck? I'm tripping, bro. I've been putting myself down for a long time. Picture puzzle piece. One picture puzzle piece lying on the sidewalk. One picture puzzle piece soaking in the rain. It might be a button of blue on the coat of the woman who lived in a shoe. It might be a magical bean or a fold in the red velvet robe of a queen. It might be one little bite of an apple her stepmother gave to Snow White. It might be the veil of a bride or a bottle with some evil genie inside. It might be a small tuft of hair on the big bouncy belly of Bobo the bear. It might be a bit of the cloak of the witch of the west as she melted to smoke. It might be a shadowy trace of a tear that runs down an angel's face. Nothing has more possibilities than one old wet picture puzzle piece. I'm gonna end it there, bro. Thank you for watching. Shout out to fucking poetry, man. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.